Hey everybody, thank you for coming back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm sorry. Last week I turned on the camera and recorded myself reacting to the news about my mom being rushed to the hospital. I didn't really give much detail or what really actually went wrong with my mom and why she was really going to the hospital. So in this video I'm going to be updating you, telling you what happened, how it went, and where she is now. Because I have such an amazing community that watches my videos, I had such a rapid influx of concerned people asking how my mom's doing, how I'm doing every single day, and I really appreciate every single one of you that did check on us, that sent the positive vibes and great thoughts. They were well received, and you guys are really amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you. I think I've already said that, but I'm going to keep saying it because it's true. And because you guys are asking me what's going on, I figured I should just give you guys an update video to fill everybody in all at once. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. On Friday, my mom got up to make herself some coffee. She was walking fine, feeling pretty decent, nothing out of the ordinary. As she was making her coffee with her left hand, she reached to scratch her left thigh, and when she reached down, she felt an unbelievable amount of pain in her neck that shot down her arm. She then went back to bed because she was in a lot of pain, and she started losing the feeling of her right leg and her right hand. She was then rushed to the emergency room by ambulance to see what is going on with her, and that's when I posted my video. At that point, that's all I knew. If you guys haven't watched last week's video, I'll link it in my description to fill you guys in. Whenever my mom arrived at the emergency room, they said that they really couldn't do anything for her, anything to do with spine injuries or anything like that. They can't really do much. My mom was then transported by ambulance to a different hospital called St. Luke's Hospital, and I guess they specialize in spines and spinal surgery. When she first arrived at St. Luke's, they found 3 discs in her neck was completely herniated, and I guess whatever she moved funny, it did something with her spine, and that's why she lost the feeling on her right side. In the meantime, me and my Aunt Scooter, which is my mom's twin sister, was, just hanging out with her. Aunt Scooter made a video with the family asking family members to wish her well, so that was really nice. Later on, the nurse came in and said that mom will be having surgery at 11 a.m. the next day. The morning of the surgery, one of the amazing surgeons came in to assess how much movement my mom actually had or hadn't in her right hand and left leg. He was explaining to us that he wasn't sure if the leg would ever come back, if she would ever be able to walk with that leg fully again, because he was saying the leg is usually the lower end of the back and not the upper, and mom could actually feel everything. She didn't really have numbness, she just lost control. If you pinched her, she'd feel it and probably punch you in the face, but she couldn't move it. So you could run, she couldn't chase you. Sorry, I can't help myself with these jokes. Stop, Andrea, this is serious. Speaking of not taking anything seriously, we grabbed, one of the gloves that are in the hospital room, blew it up like a balloon, and played with it in the room because we really can't take anything seriously. The doctor was also explaining what he'd be doing during the surgery. He said what he would be doing is removing the 3 herniated discs and replacing it with 3 plastic discs to go in between the spinal columns, and he'd be putting a metal plate and some screws to hold it together, and that mom would lose about 30% of her movement in her neck. He said that she will be able to move this way perfectly fine, but this way not so much. But after the doc gave us the lowdown, there's about 9 family members that came for my mom's surgery. And whenever it was time for her surgery, we walked with her. We're taking her back to surgery right now. I'll keep you guys updated. I think about 6 of us crammed in the elevator with one of the nurses wheeling her in. It was an experience. And a lot of the nurses were really good sports. They were amazing. They joked around with us because of course we try not to take everything too seriously. We try to keep laughing, even in some of the most saddest moments of our life. It's important to keep laughing and thinking positive. I mean, you figure you're gonna go through it anyway, right? So you're gonna go through it. You might as well try to have a good of a time as you can, just cuz. So after she was wheeled into surgery, it did take a total of 4 hours for the surgery to be completed. When the surgeon came out, we were all waiting for the moment for him to give us the news. Did it go well, doc? Did it go bad? Tell us, tell us, tell us. It went well. Whenever we did go back into her room, she was still kind of sleepy and still waking up from anesthesia. Whenever she did wake up, the first thing that she wanted to do was look at the actual incision. The next thing after that, she tried moving her hand and leg, and unfortunately it did not move. And I went back the next day, and whenever I went back the next day, I asked her if she was moving her hand, if she was moving her foot or leg, and there was no changes yet. And then when I went home the next morning, I got a text from my Aunt Scooter at 7:30 in the morning that she wiggled her foot. And then at 10:30 that morning on Monday, I got a text from Aunt Scooter saying that she stood up on her leg. So that is a huge improvement. It may not seem that much to you guys, but it really meant the world to me, because that means that there's hope and that Mom will get better. Wednesday, she was moved to a rehab facility where they are working with her and her muscles and to try to teach her how to walk again and to hopefully regain more movement. A lot of it is gonna have to come with time and patience. At the rehab facility, she's been kind of depressed because she's realizing that her life has changed forever. Things like this shouldn't stop you in anything that you want to do. There's a lot of people that go through things, but they don't let it slow them down. They just had to figure out a different way of doing it than other people, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a little more hope. Every day she gets a little better and stronger. You're all helping more than you know. You're motivating my mom to get better. You're motivating me to keep smiling, to be strong for her, because she's not right now. I realize that there's a whole army of people getting my mom better, not only the doctors, the nurses, but all of you guys. I'm really glad I could share these moments with you guys, because they're not always easy going through them alone. And I could always use a friend to talk to about this, and this right here is the best therapy that I could ever not pay for. So thank you for even just listening. And also, if you guys want to leave a comment below telling my mom anything, if you guys want to keep sending positive vibes and prayers, I'm going to read all of the comments down below to my mom. Anything that you guys could say to keep her spirits up will be very much appreciated. I hope this video has answered all of your questions. If you have any other questions for me, please feel free to leave it in the comments section. I know you guys really aren't used to me talking about serious things. This is a comedy channel, but I'm mentally unstable, so deal with it. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Andrea Sharifi, and you are watching the Sharifi Life. Bye, Felicia.
Ladies and gentlemen, bass! Full of